Welcome back into the third and final game of the first series of the day. We do still have another two series to come though, so don't go anywhere after this one. It will be No Sorry versus Nemiga, looking to take this one. Both sides, again, both sides want this win. Nemiga, they want to continue the run of form. This is actually only going to be the second 2-1 we get after, what's that, 5 games, 6 games? So yeah, this is going to be the 7th game coming into this. This is only going to be the second 2-1 of the Division 2 DPC that we're going to have so far. And we'll see if it's going to be another Slark Abaddon game coming through in game number 3, or whether we're going to see something completely different, a bit of Monty Python going on. Yeah, we'll see like a bit of a different draft. But no, sorry, they do feel comfortable, it seems like, with the Abaddon. He's having some great laning stages. In that second game, though, there was just, again, the off-lane of the Broodmother didn't really have the impact you wanted it to, that you'd feel by something like a Primal Beast. And the damage was done. Because, I mean, you can see that Dodrin, he was trying to go in with the blinks, but every time he got those blinks off, before he got the BKBs, he was just, he was being locked down, he was being killed off there himself. Crystal Maiden and Yond, I don't remember a fight where they didn't die. You know, they just tried to get themselves in, but Black Archangel going for the BKB a little bit later on in like the 45-minute mark, it just wasn't there quick enough. I mean, again, position 5 Crystal Maiden, fair enough. Doesn't really get too much farm, but you looked at the difference between the Crystal 5 position maiden, the position 5 Crystal Maiden, and the position 5 Disruptor. The Disruptor had about 5k net worth ahead of the Crystal Maiden, so the Crystal Maiden just not able to get any momentum going. And it did, you know, mean that even with the buybacks coming through, she was just running straight back in and dying, because apart from the Abaddon, who kept getting caught out in the static storm, so he wasn't able to throw the Photic Shields onto his Crystal Maiden for protection. There was no front line for the side of No Sorry. That was like a big factor in these fights that, yeah, Denosric, you know, you want to get yourself in there, but you want to charge him with the rest of the team, but if you're locked down, you can't protect them with your Photic Shields. Your Dodrin dives in, gets controlled with Malrine coming through with a Basher. You've got the Crystal Maiden and Yon. You know, Yon dives himself in the blast off. He just dies as soon as he comes in. Dominic tries to get himself in and out, and yeah, again, no BKB for Dominic. Went for that Hex as well. So they were all just getting controlled because you couldn't get the Photic Shield. And again, not putting it on Denosric. More saying that, you know, there was some really good plays coming through from the Disruptor to make sure that the lockdown came through onto the Abaddon to make sure he couldn't get those Photic Shields off for the protection. But yeah, because nobody else got the BKB apart from the Batrider in those fights, and even the Basher coming through from the Pangolier. No Sorry just got manhandled in the later game fights. So they go back for the techies. Meanwhile, Nemiga this time, do they go for the Ench Beastmaster combo? They go for the Enchantress at least. Is it going to be the Beastmaster to follow up here for Nemiga? Maybe put Vazir on that. Or do they want to go for something else? Yeah, this time the Broodmother will be banned out. The Primal Beast, as well as the Dragon Knight and the Ember Spirit, all being taken away here in the draft. So, Nature's Prophet, Death Prophet, Undying, Enchantress, which we've seen. The techies here for No Sorry, because it looks like Yon likes that. Monkey King comes out here for Nemiga. Can keep that flex as well. You know, can keep that as a position 4 if they want to, or put it in the 1 and the 2. Depending if... Ooh. Do they actually put that? I suppose it depends what No Sorry draft. You know, Nemiga have the final pick as well, so they have that flex potential to come out. So yeah, No Sorry, actually pick a Beastmaster into an Ench. Okay, this is questionable. It's a little questionable. It's not like a major question, but you know, you gotta ask them anyway. Just a little question. Maybe just give it the whisper. And you know, we'll see exactly what this Beastmaster is going to be able to do up against the Edge.
Radiant team ban.
Oh my god.
So they ban out the Husker. Okay, so we'll see what else they want to go for here. What did Nemiga want to be taken out as well? So it looks like, I mean, the Husker is one of those that you don't see in Division 1 all that often, but it seems to be a little bit popular in Division 2. So yeah, the teams are actually opting to ban that one out. Don't want to see it played against. So I think it was Nemiga that played it. And just ran through... God, I've got to check that one now. Was it against Delakum? No, it wasn't. God, who was it that picked it up? Was it... It was Team Sexy. They played the Huskar twice up against Cybercats and just destroyed Cybercats with it. Yeah, no, Team Sexy looking, I mean, with the Huskar at least, it didn't have great starts into the lane either, but for the most part, after it got out of the lane stage,
10
it looked really strong,
remaining.
and there was not a lot that Cybercats, maybe it was just the
5
roster
seconds
failure,
remaining.
maybe not as strong as Team Sexy, that
Radiant team ban.
allowed the
team
Huskar to get back into the game and get, pretty powerful. But for the actual looking at Huskar, Division 2 seem to be liking it and just going for those bans. Morphlin going to be banned out as well as the Ursa, the Draw Range coming out here from the side of Nemiga. No, sorry. What else do they want to be taking away? This time they take away the Pangolin, so Marine. It has to be something different in the mid lane. And yeah, so no, sorry. It depends what you want to pick up, but this Monkey King can still be flexed into the mid lane, so that's not a big issue. And
10
I mean,
seconds
again, something
remaining.
different. Maybe like the OD comes out, Storm Spirit, Emma Spirit's already been banned out here as well. Only one
5
last ban
seconds
remains here for the
remaining.
side of Nemiga. So if they wanted to pick up a good mid, but again, it could be the Ench Monkey King 4. That did work out for Hellscream in that last game. Again, not a great start up against the Abaddon. I wonder if they ban out the Abaddon this time around as well, because Denozric feels really comfortable on that hero. That second game, it didn't pay off. Again, the Slark versus the Abaddon. We'll see if it's going to come out a third and final time. So what's going to be the pick for Nemiga? What's going to be the ban into the pick for Nemiga?
Radiant team.
Yeah, they ban out the
Dire
Slark
team
themselves. Okay, Snapfire comes out. So, flex between the Monkey King, Snapfire. One of these two could be the cause. And again, the Monkey King probably the more on the flexy side. And maybe with the Slark ban, they are going to run this as a potential carry Monkey King.
10 seconds remaining.
Ench Monkey in the lane. So you've got the chase down. If you go for
5 seconds remaining.
you could go for an Orb of Corrosion on the Monkey King carry, and the Ench with a slowdown from the enchant to chase heroes down as well in the lane. Up against the Beastmaster, that could be really damaging for the Beastmaster, because the Beastmaster wouldn't be able to get a good start in the lane. The Puck and the Crystal Maiden comes out here for No Sorry. So this time, No Sorry. They want to show Nemiga that, Black Archangel, he can make the Crystal Maiden work. He can have a good time with this Crystal Maiden. Going right back for it here, but
10 seconds.
yeah, the Ench
remaining.
Monkey King lane up against the Beastmaster. This actually should rip through the Beastmaster, because Enchantress can either
5
enchant the
seconds
boar to
remaining.
take away from the Beastmaster, or enchant the Beastmaster himself, and the Monkey King just runs you down then with the Jingu Mastery. Bound Strike to get that extra little bit of damage, that extra lockdown, and Beastmaster, he might not have a lane here coming into game number 3, so we'll see how Dominic's going to be able to do on the Beastmaster, but I'm not confident.
Dire team ban.
I'm really not confident.
Oh my god. Unlucky, I guess.
As, yeah, so mid-tiny for Marine. This is going to be great up against the Puck, because they did change Avalanche a while ago, so it's not just the one big stun now.
10 seconds
If the Puck goes in
remaining.
for the phase shift, you drop the Avalanche, you wait maybe half a second, drop the Avalanche over the top of
5
it. Once
seconds
the Puck
remaining.
comes out of the phase shift, the Avalanche is a whole load of mini stuns that come up against the Puck. So this is a nice one to have in the mid lane up against the Puck. It means that it rotates around. The Avatars combo comes out once he's got the Blink Dagger. Crystal Maiden and Techies, they're just going to start to disappear again. It'll probably be a repeat of the last game, where if the Tiny gets to jump in, Crystal Maiden at the start of the fight will die. Yon tries to get the jump in, maybe to save the
Radiant team
teammates, or
ban.
set up another fight, set up a re-engage, but Tiny will just be able to blow them both up. So yeah, for me here, they are banning out the offlaners, so this time around, it's going to be the Darkseer ban. I wonder if, surely to me, you've got to take away the Abaddon in this ban phase.
10 seconds remaining. 5
Just
seconds
the,
remaining.
no sure if they're going to play it twice,
Dire team ban.
even just for comfort, I think you take it away. With the Beastmaster being out, there's going to be some more control. The roll's going to be here. The Disruptor, it's not going to be picked up from either side. Unless you want to run this like Snapfire in the offlane. Tiny
10
mids.
seconds. Radiant
Uh,
team ban.
Enchantress, like I say, Enchantress in the offlane here with a Snapfire. And the Monkey, maybe pick up the Disruptor. But yeah, no, sorry, they just ban out offlaners. So Darkseer and Slardar. Again, I wonder if it's going to be another
10
Abaddon. Whether
seconds
Nemiga are thinking about banning this. I think you've got to consider it. And
5 seconds remaining.
Again, how quickly would you be able to burn through and control these aphotic shields if it is going to be another no sorry Abaddon here? On the other hand,
Dire team pick.
yeah, they just ban it out. It doesn't surprise me, so no sorry. We'll see what else you want to go for here. Denosric, again, with the Crystal Maiden. The Pudge is on the board. If you feel that like that's going to be comfortable enough for them, could get the hooks out of the Wukong Command that comes through from the Monkey King. Could control the Dismember comes out as well, so it's going to be the Anti-Mage. Yeah, okay, banning out the Darks here in the Slaughter. So Anti-Mage will come out with the Crystal Maiden. Maybe has a bit of a better time here, the Anti-Mage, than no sorry had with the Abaddon in that second game. But Nemiga, Terrorblade, so it is going to be the support Monkey King. Right? Core Snapfire? Question marks. Oh, yeah, so bad on the Enchantress. Vizier, it is going to be the core Snapfire. Monkey King in that position 4. Marine on the Tiny and Violent on the Terrorblade. So this time the Monkey King will be able to come through with the Primal Springs, with the cookie help from Snapfire, with the Jingle Masteries, and run at the Anti-Mage. And Anti-Mage, this isn't, it's not a lane winner to me. Crystal Maiden gets, it's really squishy here on the Crystal Maiden, even with the Frostbite to come out, the Crystal Nova for the slows. Snapfire, Scatterblast for the slows. You got the Balance Strike as well as the Chase Down for the Jingle Mastery. This time I do expect the Monkey King to go back for that Orb of Corrosion for the extra Chase Down potential.
10 seconds remaining.
Hell, maybe even an early point for Vizier in the Little Shredder. Just to be able to rip these heroes down, rip the Crystal Maiden and the Anti-Mage down on the side of no sorry. And I like this. Out of all the lineups, I think Nemiga's coming into this one. For me, this is the best lineup of all 6 of them we've seen in the last 3 matches. The Anti-Mage can always turn the tide. You can't ever rule an Anti-Mage out of the game. But I'm looking at this lineup and I'm thinking Crystal Maiden is going to be food for the Terrorblade in these fights, and the Tiny. Once the rotation starts to come through on the lane, Monkey King and Snapfire should have a great time. And Denosric might suffer a little bit. So, yeah, I think unless Puck and Yond, Dodron and Yond are incredibly active, rotating around the lanes and putting pressure onto all 3 lanes, Nemiga should have a way better time coming into this third game. So I think I'm backing Nemiga to come in this third and final and close this series out 2-1. I think it's going to be going in favor of Nemiga. Again, they're going to be favorites coming into it as well, but I just think this lineup's are way better. You get a lot of damage coming out into the mid to late game from the Ench when you get the Dragonlance into the Hurricane Pike coming out from the Ench as well. You've got the little friends that can follow up. What also we have is a commercial here from EGB, so we'll take a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be back, and I'll ramble on a little bit more right after this.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So, smokes from both sides, and yeah, you can see both teams taking this seriously on the cams. They are concentrated, they're locked down, the communication's going already. Archangel, he's barking out those orders. But the smokes do come through from both sides. Do they want to try and make something happen here on the side of no sorry? They are grouped up as 5. And it looks like, Nemiga, they're going to be a 3 and a 2, but it looks like Nemiga not going to play away from these towers just yet. Not away from their vision. Or away from the high ground. We'll see if you want to make a jump happen. Tiny went straight for the tree grab as well. Vizier, how's the Snapfire going to skill? Scatterblast? Okay. Yeah, so there's not going to be like an avalanche into a Scatterblast, into like a Boundless Strike or a Primal Spring, something like that. It's just going to be the Scatterblast for the slow. And we'll see if they can test into this, because again, the Beastmaster on the bottom lane, the only one playing away from no sorry. So they might be able to get a 3v4 to come out here on this top rune. Do they want to try and go? No, they don't. As we see the odds from EGB a little bit closer this time for no sorry, but Nemiga still the favorites coming in. 1.48 to the 2.38 of no sorry. And for the last time, our observer, for the last time in this series. So, Maureen with the body blocks into the mid lane. What's Yon going to try and do with the trades onto Sobat? Because Sobat actually starts off with the native attendants, knows about the burst damage to come through from Yon with these sticky bombs, with the blast off, and just won't be playing into that trap. But will still be taking some harass to come through from Yon. Yon trying to get back towards the lane. But yeah, the Terrorblade with the Metamorphosis up. Dominic will be taking harass and won't be able to come forward onto the wave. So just trying to throw out the axes to try and set them up into that last hit capability. Sticky bomb. Trying to force Violent away. And that's another big thing, that the techies with his burst damage coming through Violent. I mean, you got to think that this Terrorblade here, both the Ench and the Terrorblade actually, sitting on under 600 health. So the sticky bombs, the axes start to fly through these first couple of levels without the Nature's Attendants once they are down. Both the Terrorblade and the Enchantress might suffer a little bit. Dodrin, Avalanche will come through onto him. So Dodrin, I don't think he's going to be able to get as aggressive as he was the Bat Rider up against the Pangolier. You know, I think the Tiny does do alright in this lane. We'll see if it's going to be an overwhelming win here for Tiny as well. But yeah, for the most part, I think Tiny should have a good lane. And the Puck, it's going to be up to the Puck for the rotations. Top lane now as well, Archangel. Well, one more right click without that Frostbite. Archangel might have just had the Jingo on top of him. Sobat pops in Nature's Attendants, avoids the Sticky Bomb as well. Doing a lot of damage level 2 coming through onto Yon. Yon, does he get himself away? The Reflection to get the slowdown now as well. Was that one more Impetus Strike? Do they have the vision? They do. And Sobat picks up the first blood. And you can just hear just how happy Sobat is about that. And yeah, again, it's going to be harder in this lane. Dominic coming through, taking the harass coming up from Sobat. Sobat at level 3. I wonder if he goes for another point into the Impetus, or if he wants to stack up the Nature's Attendants to make sure that heal is effective in the lane. Again, though, we'll see the harass coming up. Vazia on the top lane. He's doing alright against the AM. Top of the last hits here as well. So it is stacking up to go the way of Vazia so far. And we'll see how Denozric contests into this, because, I mean, the Monkey King rotates, and you can see Denozric can't play close to Vazia. Vazia, if he comes out with a cookie and the Blink's not there, that could be the death. And bottom lane, Sobat, the cookie actually connects onto the Crystal Maiden now as well. Was that Jingu starting to stack up one more right-click Hellscream. Does he want to go for the Violent Strike? Because he will have that bonus damage to come through here. And the Monkey King, how is he looking in the lane? It is good, the Violent Strike to be thrown out in 6 seconds when it's back up. But yeah, Denozric being contested underneath the tier 1 tower. So it means that the lane will push out. Do they want to go for more here? Hellscream, he's going to be able to salve up. Balance Strike maybe onto Dino and engage with the cookie. Yeah, Snapfire doesn't have the mana for it. Chase back though. Look at this. Yon getting low here. And again, the Impetus Strike, if it comes through, one more right click might be able to get low. But Yon comes towards him, so the silence will be here. Once it wears off, the Nature's Attendants will get so bad. Looking so good on his health. And Yon, I mean, again, if he continues coming forwards, he's got to be careful, because Sobat, he's not even looking for levels. He's just looking to get that harass off. The damage coming through, and Violent once again has the Metamorphosis up. And Yond in the trees. This might be a double for Violent here. Yond is low in the trees. They're looking for the vision. And Yond, no blast off. A Sticky Bomb to come through. But yeah, Violent with the range. Right clicks. One more. Violent gets the double. So, Violent with the double kill. Looking pretty good to start off with here on the side of Nemiga. 2 kills and an assist. Well, the Terrorblade, 1 kill and 2 assists for Sobat. And yeah, Dominic just cannot come in close when this meta's up. He's not even taking the ball. Oh, Anti-Mage, top lane. Balance Strike comes out. They didn't have the extra lockdown after that to get the kill. But it does force Denozric back. It forces him through a whole lot of regen. Dodrin does get the kill in the mid lane with the help of the techies. But now they know the Beastmaster's alone. Beastmaster, Sobat rotates in. Takes away the water rune. Denozric has to go for the blink away. Yeah, Violent. Dominic could have been left alone here. The Beastmaster, does he go for the point into the boar? Level 3, I'd assume so. Or in fact, does he want to carry on going into the burst damage? Throws those axes out, but now even the Swiftness Aura coming through as well from this Cobalt Foreman. He might be able to get the chase down onto Dominic even without the Metamorphosis. Dominic not going to be able to get himself away. One more right click, the Impetus finishes the job. Shurin is Curran, and both the Terrorblade and the Enchantress Shurin the kills on this lane. Because, I mean, hell, Enchantress is a carry too, right? So, of course, he's going to try and share the kills on Marine. I really thought this lane was going to go better here for the Tiny in this lane. But the Tiny is being bullied. Speaking about being bullied, Crystal Maiden goes down. Denozric, do they have the damage to get the kill? Dino with the blink underneath the tier 1 tower, has that ring of health, but starting to fall behind. Health falling behind the Snapfire as well. Sobat gets the kill on the other lane, but can they take down the AM? AM in the trees, and Hellscream might not continue to go. Backs himself away. Okay. Oh yeah, bottom lane, they're getting another kill now, this time taking down Yond on the Ench, I think that was again. Is he on 3? Yeah, 3-0-2 here for the Ench. So Ench, if he wants to, can look to interrupt maybe the stack coming out from Yond, get some vision down as well in the trees, in this jungle. Actually goes for the Ench, the enchantment on the Ench, and takes away the tomato. So we'll see if this rotates in. If you look for another kill onto the Beastmaster. As the all flies through here, the balance track into the Avatars. Do they have the lockdown to take down the perk? No, they do. Jordan goes down. Double damage in here for Malrine. And Malrine gets his revenge. Back on the bottom lane, Yond. Going to be taking shots. Reflected for the slowdown. Wrestling to get himself away with the blast off. But one more right click and Violent this time. He will get it. They're even going to be able to put some pressure onto the tier 1. The illusion's coming through. Dominic going to be forced back, even back behind his tier 1 towards his tier 2 here. So bad and Violent. They are so badly looking to get Violent onto Dominic, and Dominic can only throw the axes out top lane. Primal Spring comes in, even getting the balance strike onto the Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage has to go for that quick blink away, but the follow-up was the cookie. Not there for the next 8 seconds. So Dino, at least, he can't even come in for the creep. Trying to pull these ones back with Scatter Blast to slow him down. One more right click and Dino will go down there. But underneath the tier 1 tower, Vazia, he doesn't want to dive, doesn't want to make the mark. And maybe waiting for this balance strike on the Monkey King. But the Nozric underneath the tier 1 tower has a decent amount of regen with the Ring of Health, as well as that tier 1 tower protection. Hellscream though, he might look to force this one back. Frostbite comes out, double balance strike into the cookie, was a Scatter Blast. They get the kill onto the Anti-Mage. That's exactly what they were looking for with that aggression underneath the tier 1 tower. Again, back on the bottom lane. They take that tier 1 tower in the first 7 minutes. Look at this. The net worth going crazy for Violent. No, sorry, just not able to push this one back. Dominic, it was a bold choice to go for the Beastmaster pick into the Enchantress. And Nemiga, they are just punishing from it 10-1 in 7 minutes here. And yeah, no, sorry. They got the kill onto Malrine. Onto the perk, so Dordrin is going to be halfway happy with that, because he did fall down after the fact. And Tiny, how close is the blink out? He's got himself the boots. He's nowhere near close to the blink dagger on Mallory.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But still, they might look for the kill. The rotation coming in from the Monkey King now as well, so Dordrin has to play this one safe. Even the Snapfire coming down for this. If they have the lockdown, the Avalanche was that toss. Primal Spring, the Balance Strike, they're looking for it. They do get it off. And now the orbital way right into the Ench's waiting arms. Zobad, he put some hoof prints onto the perk in the mid lane. They didn't even need the Mortimer Kisses to fly through here from Vazia.
Dire's middle tower
So they're going to be able to save that for a re-rotation here, and the Beastmaster being left alone solo as we see a tri-lane trying to protect, getting awards. No one to see this rotation in. Crystal Maiden, the early warning system for the CM. Archangel, he's going to be spotted out. He's going to be killed off. Hellscream might even save him. I mean, the Frostbite coming through now as well. The Sticky Bombs to dive in. Where's that jump in from Hellscream? Even the rotation coming in from Malrine as well. They get the kill onto Nozric. They get the kill onto Yond. And the one that I thought would go down first, Black Archangel, gets himself away. Violent, he takes down Dominic on the bottom lane. They might even, with this Metamorphosis here, be able to put a hell of a lot of damage onto the tier 2, and nothing for No Sorry can do to stop this pushing from Violent. So yeah, Shobad comes in. He's going to be able to have that skeleton army if he wants it. He might have already used it. As Violent moves himself into the dire triangle. Look at the net worth difference between the Anti-Mage, between his brother, the Terrorblade here. The big difference is Anti-Mage going towards those power treads after the Ring of Health. Terrorblade's, he's already got the Asher. He already has the equivalent, well, he has the power treads, he already has way more net worth, nearly double. In fact, I think it just about, no, not just about. Yeah, no, just about double the net worth of the AM, 9 minutes into this game. And Nozric is just being hunted down by the side of Nemiga. Nemiga looking really comfortable in this game. Terrorblade even going towards his own Dragonlance. How is Shobad looking in terms of items? He's got himself the power treads. 3-man hunt coming down, but Ench might break the smoke first. He's going to be the vision. Yeah, they do see Dodrin now as well, so Violent will be able to run himself away. The Nature's Attendants will be popped as well as Seeds of Serenity. So the Virtuous Dale does come through Dodrin now. They might try and go for the retreat here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
While that's going on, Violent, he gets the kill onto Dodrin. Yeah, okay, that's rough. Even so bad, he takes away the rune from the Nosric. The Nosric was looking for it. It was going to be a regen rune anyway. So bad, he's going to be able to come right back into this one to slow down Archangel, trying to run himself away. Violent, do they want to get Violent here? Archangel, the Centaur Stomp might come through the Frostbite though. Archangel taking a lot of damage, and that's so bad. He's only got level 1 on the Impetus, so he's just going to be relying on his right clicks. Yeah, I suppose he's respecting the burst damage from the techies. No, he's not even doing that. He's going for the 3 points in the enchant. Top lane, Malrine. How is this Tiny looking? About 500 gold away from his Blink Dagger here, the Tiny. This is big, because it means that not only can you get the jump onto supports, but with how low the anti-mage here is now as well, the Nosric, if you can get this Avalanche toss comes through, didn't even need the Blink Dagger.
God. Unlucky, you guys.
16 to 1 in 11 minutes here on the side of Nemiga. They've taken down every tier 1. They are looking towards the tier 2s. They are looking to get kills left, right, and center. They are looking for the lockdown. They are looking to put No Sorry out of this one early on. And 11 minutes in and a 10k net worth lead. It is looking big. Might even be the 17th kill. The Primal Spring comes in and Violent finishes the job here. And then can rotate back down towards this bottom lane if he wants to. Shobad. Well, you think Shobad was the offlaner with the amount of pressure he's putting onto this lane. And Dominic doesn't even have to go back for the mana boots. Yeah, 4 points into the wild axis here. Raw is available nowhere near this Helm of the Dominator, Helm of the Overlord for the Beastmaster, and Violent just continues with the illusions, with the Metamorphosis, just to push in. Oh, even Dominic gets scouted out now. Do they want to go for this? The Reflection will get used, but it just pushes him away for the tier 2. The tier 2 tower falls pre-12 minutes on the side of Nemiga. Looking really good for them. They get another kill onto Dodrin. And that is the Blink Dagger reveal for the Tiny. Great setup, great kill. And no sorry? No, sorry, I don't see a way back in this for you. Because, I mean, we look at the AM. It is 12 minutes on the power treads. He's not going to have this Battle Fury for about... if he's lucky, if he's not contested, and if he's not harassed out of his own farming space, maybe in the next 3 minutes, he's going to have this Battle Fury up. While that's going on, Violent already has, most of this Manta Star. And look at this, yeah, they're hunted. They see the Nosric in the mid lane. They're saying everybody here in this bottom part of the map. So they're going to be able to make a jump happen onto the Puck in the top lane. Puck has to go back behind this tier 2. Smoke coming through from the side of No Sorry. They need to catch somebody. They need to get themselves back on the board.
Dire are scanning.
Because, yeah, Yond, Dominic, Black Archangel, if they can't make something happen, it's maybe just GG time already, the first 13 minutes of the game. Anti-Mage, I wonder if he goes for the Voidstone first, or maybe into the Claymore. I think... Oh, top lane. Dodrin's going to be seen. But nobody's going to be here to jump on top of him. So bad. The Wild Wing Ripper, I love that active on the Wild Wing, just getting that drag back here. It's such an annoying spell to use here when you're getting dragged back into the aggression coming through. They might be able to, they will be able to take it down. Yeah, it's just a really annoying spell. It buys time. Dodrin gets low. Was that Bound Strike? Maybe Malrine's in a little bit of trouble here. Trying to go for the tree grab, and Hellscream comes in with the Wukongs. 3 heroes about on this inside this Wukong's command now as well. Did they take down Malrine? Malrine, the Frostbite comes through. They're still looking for this kill. They will be able to get it. But Malrine, he gets the revenge almost from the grave here. Taking down Yond. Freezing Field going to be used, but Violent going to be coming in now as well. And it looks like Black Archangel, the Balance Strike to cancel it off. They get the kill onto the Crystal Maiden, taking down both supports once again. Violent here with this Metamorphosis. With the, I do believe that's his Manta style up. It is, and the Dragonlance going towards this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. And Violent. Yeah, I can just carry on going. There's no way they can contest this. No, sorry, they might look towards, I mean, they have that roar. But again, Violent, he has so much damage. Still has that Manta style, the Balance Strike. They take down the techies. Yeah, they're going to be able to take down the techies once again. The illusions coming through, they blow up the proxy mine, so not even the real Tower Blade going to be taking any damage from this. 21 to 2 coming out from the side of Nemiga. This is looking rough, buddy. This is looking real rough for the side of No Sorry. Bottom lane, they get the Avatars coming through. They even take down the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage trying to use that counter spell. Doesn't matter. The damage was there. And they take him down. Yeah, this Anti-Mage, still, look at the net worth. He's closer to the Enchantress than he is towards the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, he has over double. He might even be able to get the kill into Dodrin. Dodrin can get himself away from this one with the orb. As he's waiting, can they get the kill? The blinking, of course, they can get this kill. Why wouldn't they be able to get this kill? On the side of Nemiga, there's one tier 2 tower standing left, and we're 15 minutes into the game. This just showing how dominant Nemiga is in this third game. Black Archangel going to be caught out once again. Can he get himself away? The Nature's Attendant is going to be popped. Neon comes in, though. The right clicks from these illusions from the Terrorblade. The taser will stun him up for a little bit. But yeah, Yon might actually go down here. Has to be careful. The Frostbite comes out onto the Satyr. While this is going on, this is a massive distraction. So you've got 3 heroes from the side of Nemiga looking to push down the last tier 2 tower pre-20 minutes. On the side of No Sorry, it's a 17k net worth lead, 23-2. And No Sorry are fighting for the lives. The cookie comes through. They get the stun out. They get the kill onto the Crystal Maiden. The double proxy mines come through here. Yoda gets the silence, but the toss to safety. Dream Call, they get the kill onto Visor. So, okay, that's going to be a nice one, but it's going to cost him the life of the Beastmaster. And Violent takes him down. Raw, not even used here. We'll see Nemiga. Where do they want to go with the siege? If they want to slowly siege away No Sorry's base, as the Anti-Mage still looking to get the farm off. You know, still looking to build up into this Battle Fury, and it's going to be a hell of a long Battle Fury now as well. Not even close towards that Void Stone, or I mean, he's got the gold for the Void Stone if he wants to buy out for it, but that will mean then that the Broadsword is still, so he has to go for the Blink Away. So bad is bullying him away from this 97% win rate here in the first 16 minutes. They get another kill onto the Anti-Mage. Holy crap, Nemiga are just running through this game, finding pickoffs, you know, at their pleasure. So, Nemiga looking to siege down the top lane. They're splitting the lanes as well, you know, keeping the pressure on. Violent's going to be able to use these illusions coming through from the bottom lane. Raw comes out. Did they actually get the kill into Sobad? Sobad is going to get low. Pops the Nature's Attendant. He's still got the Seeds to Strength now as well. So the damage, it's not going to be enough. Black Archangel might be able to come in with the Frostbite into the Freezing Field, and this might be enough to get the kill into the Crystal Maiden. Does give up about 700 gold there as well, but it's going to be a triple boundless into the Wukong's command. They've got the cleanup now as well. They're going to be able to take down all 3, and they might even be able to break the base off the back of this as well. Yeah, look at this, 17 minutes in, they're pushing onto tier 3s. They might even get a tier 3. Just a toss for the celebration here onto Hellscream. Yeah, GG is going to be called. Black Archangel calls it. 17 minutes, 18 minutes in, they know they can't fight into this one. And Nemiga, they take game number 3. Okay, there's some smiles on the faces, No Sorry. So yeah, maybe seeing the funny side of this a little bit. But Nemiga, relief on the face of the players. They were able to take game number 3. 29-4, 17 minutes and 52 seconds into it. They had a 20k net worth lead. I really don't know what else I can say about this game that isn't, you know, hasn't been shown on the screen, because it was a complete domination over No Sorry. 0-9-4 on the Techie, 0-5-0 on Denozric on the Anti-Mage, 0-5-3 onto Dominic, 2-5-1 on Dodrin on that puck. 2-5-1 on the Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, you look at Nemiga, 4-1-9 on Sobad there on the Enchantress, 9-0-7 on Violent, 7-2-6 on Malrine, Hellscream 4-0-12, and Visor 5-1-7. So everybody on Nemiga, they had a game plan. They executed it absolutely perfectly. And yeah, I said it in the draft. This is the most convincing lineup I've seen so far out of all 6 lineups, you know, out of all 3 games. Nemiga, they look to get control in this one. And the Beastmaster into the Enchantress, that was questionable for me. I got the idea maybe that, you know, the Terrorblade comes out there as well in the last pick, so maybe Dominic can get a good start with the axes to fly through, the damage coming in from the techies. But so bad, he was just able to keep himself alive. He was able to keep Violent alive there as well. And all of a sudden, Nemiga, they run this game over. You know, they get the run over into all 3 lanes, it seems like. And I'll not keep you any longer. Hurry will be taking over for the last 2 series of the day. We are on schedule because of how quick this game was. So it's going to be probably another 10-15 minutes before the second series starts up. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the second series and Hurry after this break. We'll see you there.